Hello everybody. I wanted to give you a quick look inside the Collaborate environment so you can get a little bit used to the tools that you'll be seeing this semester. So first, up here, we'll deal with this guy, the Audio Setup Wizard. So the first thing you want to do is go here. You're going to run through this, just hit OK. It's going to hit play. It'll play something in the speakers. Were you able to hear it? Yes. And then you'll test your microphone. Play it, make sure it works. Are you able to hear it? Yes. So audio setup's now complete. All that does is make sure that your mic and volume is correct. Now, as you go through the session, suppose somebody's volume is lower or way too high, you can adjust volume here, and you can adjust your microphone here if you hear that a lot of people can't understand you. The next thing, there are some options here under your name. Well, first there's your name, and it'll tell you what you are, participant or moderator. And first, this little box with the emoticons. So if somebody's giving a lecture and they're just going way too fast, you can tell them to slow down. Or if they're just taking way too much time, hey, speed it up. And you can do that without having to interrupt them. If you really like what's happening, there's approval, disapproval. So there's a lot of these. The other one is when you step away, just hit that button so that I don't keep talking to you. If I see you're away, okay, you stepped out to the restroom or something. That way you don't have to interrupt me to tell me you're taking off, or interrupt the group if, say, there's more than 3 or 4 people. You don't have to interrupt. You can just step away for a second. And additionally, if you don't want to interrupt somebody, you can also raise your hand, and that tells me right here. And this number 1 tells me that I'm the first one to raise my hand. So if I see 12 of these, then they'll be numbered, and I can address people in order. The last one here, these are your polling responses, and sometimes they'll be yes or no. And so you can see the check mark there, or no. So do you understand it, yes or no, or none. I can tell who hasn't answered it yet. So those will all show up next to me. The next thing here are these guys. These are the permissions throughout the session, things you're able to do. So up top under main room, these are permissions for everybody. But if I go over my name, I can see my individual permissions. And you see that these two are not turned off for me, but they are turned off for the whole room. And I'm a moderator, so nothing's ever turned off for me. But if I want to give the whole room an opportunity to turn on their application sharing, I can click this, or web tour. And if you're participating, you can just go to your name and find out what permissions you have. And you can also request to have yours turned on or off. But to start with the session, everybody should have their microphone, webcam, the chat box, and using the whiteboard turned on. Chat box will be down here, and you can chat to just the moderator, whoever's in charge of the session, or if there's more than one. Anything you type in here will only be seen by you and the moderators. Or you can type to the room in general, so other people in there. And then in this list, you have some various tools. Here's your pointer, and that will just point to things. Click and drag, select things on the whiteboard. Different types of pointer symbols. If I want to highlight something, it's like somebody put something on the whiteboard, I want you to explain that a little more. Or I like that right there, those kind of things. Here you have your pen, your highlighter, or clicking this arrow you can go to a regular marker, and then you can change the colors. And change the broadness or brightness of the color. And then on this little option, you can change the size of your marker. So we'll clear that. The next one down here at the bottom, these are your backgrounds, common symbols, and I don't know why some of these are common. This is weird. Coffee mug, why is this a common symbol? I guess these are just the common clip art ones. Most of these you won't use. Your math operators will be under here. Math relations will be involved a lot. Sets, that kind of stuff. Logic, stats, your Greek letters, and for various applications. You can import an image. Draw a line. box, circle, filled in box, filled in circle, and your text box. And then you can click and drag things around with the pointer. And delete items. Just highlight it and hit delete. So the other options up here, see where on the first one here is highlighted, filled in color. That is our whiteboard. The next one is our application sharing. This pulls up whatever I happen to have open. Say I want to share my Blackboard window with everybody. Now you can see my Blackboard. And if I want to stop it, I come up here to the stop button. And last one, web tour. If I want to pull up a particularly good website, yay, math is fun. So you just type in the browser here, and this follow me icon will drag everybody with you, everybody in the room. The next thing down here you'll see is this drop down menu. These are your available rooms that you can create as a moderator, or you can just attend as an attendee. So right now we're all on the main public page, but I have a private work area where I can go and put stuff here. Yay, math. Smiley face. And then when I change it, you can see back on the public page, there's nothing on this one because I haven't put anything there. But as I go back and forth, it doesn't erase them. And then I can also add a new page. So now I'm on public page 1, which is blank. Draw that up here, this up here, just stuff, whatever. But as I navigate through them, they haven't changed. And then suppose I don't want a page anymore, I can hit delete. Your other things up here are tools. So as you're attending a session, just kind of go through these, see what your options are. In this area here, you will see the other attendees of the session. You know, obviously I'm the only one here, but this is where everybody will show up and say what they are. And then this is where you'll notice any of these icons show up next to their name. And then I can also detach my chat box, so it shows up here now. Or I can reattach it. And then these buttons here will expand or collapse your windows. So I don't really need to see everybody using there because it's just me, so my chat box takes up most of it. But I can also expand my audio, and right here is where my webcams would be. The last tool is this up here, your teleconferencing. If you don't have a microphone, you can click this button, and as a participant call in this number, and then enter this PIN number, and it will connect you by your phone. Your phone will just call into the session, so not everybody needs to be on the teleconference. There's more on that in another video. So this is the basic idea of the Collaborate windows. The best way to become familiar with it is just to tinker around. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, enjoy.